I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS. Citation to you brothers out there doing this work in truth sincerity. I like to say Muwafla Babel, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willing, this is edifying to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth sincerity. Real quick, I just want to get on the topic of hell, because you have people believing that there's a place where you burn forever underground. And that's Greek mythology that was created by the so-called white man Esau Edom, which is the wicked of the earth. The scriptures tell you in Job 9:24 that the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And again, the wicked is the so-called white man. So the so-called white man have put that image or that belief in your mind to give you fear, to be submissive. But that hell doctrine, that's a false doctrine, man. That's not according to the scriptures. And you have people who actually believe that that's in the scriptures because they have no understanding of what truth really is. If you break down the scriptures in its right context, then you'll be able to get the understanding. But it's up to Yahweh Shai, which who you ignorantly call God in Jesus Christ, is to give you the spirit of understanding. So this is Jonah 2:2. And I said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried. So out of the belly of hell, because Jonah didn't want to prophesy against that city. So the Most High swallowed Jonah up with a fish, man. And Jonah said, and Jonah cried to the Lord and said, he's in the belly of hell, man. And that's where you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans position is. You are in hell. Hell is a condition. You are in hell, man. It's not the saying goes, a white man's heaven is a black man's hell. This is your hell. Everything you do is cursed. Everything you do is cursed. Everything you do, you have to go to the white man for. You need a job, you have to go to the so-called white man. You need water, food, clothes. You have to go to his stores while he prosper off you. So you in hell. You work and it feel like your money is in a bag full of hoes, man. You're in hell, man. The so-called white man, he hates you. He's shooting you on the streets, and leaving your bodies in the streets for hours on the hot ground and shit, and excuse my language for those who offended over so-called curse words, man, But the scripture says, though we rude in speech and not in knowledge, but to stay on topic, hell is in condition, man. And that's what you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in, man. You in the worst conditions you can be in, man. Throughout history, through the captivities that you had to go through, you've been in hell, man. This is 2 Peter 3:12. It says, matter of fact, before I go to that one, let me get this in that's popped up right now. I seen Venezuela on the brother's screen. Look at Venezuela. Venezuela over there catching hell, man. They don't even have food, water over there, man. They over there going through shit, man. They're catching hell. The so-called white man, he's putting the Middle East through hell over there, man. The elite banker families. This is Revelations 20 and 15. Matter of fact, I start at 14. It says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. So how can you cast hell into the lake of fire if hell is supposedly made by fire? This is where you people don't have an understanding, man. The so-called white man have deceived you and made you believe that there was a hell where you burn forever. No, hell is a condition. You're on the place of hell today, which is America. America is hell, whether if you can see it or not. It says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And that lake of fire was the thermonuclear missiles, man. As you see this dude burning, he's burning because soon those thermonuclear missiles are going to come into play after all of these prophecies happen, man. As in the famine of the world, the concentration camps, you people breaking in each other houses trying to eat food or eating your children, famine. These are the things that's going to come about, man. This is hell, man. This is hell that I'm speaking about that's coming. Let me grab this in the book of Ezra. This is Second Esdras chapter let's get 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." So this is the hell that's coming upon the earth, man. This is the hell that's coming upon the earth. And if you go to Zechariah, what is that? 14 and 12, that's one of the plagues as well. So we telling you the hell that's coming. This is the book of Zechariah 14 and 12. Salakia, bear with me. Let's see here. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem," which is you so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans. The nations are against, which are the Chinese, the Japanese, the Arabs, the so-called white men, the black ass Hamites, which are the so-called Africans. They're all against you. It says, let me start back at the top. "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet." If you watch that movie, Terminator, look at Sarah Connor straggling a fence. Her flesh was consuming away, man. It says, "While they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away, and their holes and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth," man. If you go to a video on the destruction of a nuclear missile, they show you the image of what that what that weapon can do, Salakia. And it says 2nd Ezra 15 and 6, it says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." If you go back to the book of Genesis 6 and 5, it says, "For the imagination of their thoughts was wicked continuously, so I had to destroy all flesh on the earth by water." So the Lord is going to do the earth this time by fire, man. So he's going to destroy this place by fire, because the earth can't be destroyed, man. The earth abided forever, to correct that. But you people are going to be destroyed off the earth by fire, man. So I'm going to go ahead and jump down to 14. It says, "Woe to the world." Woe means destruction, "and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." So again, man, this is the hell that's coming for you people, man. You people, you continuously want to commit wickedness and lay sin upon sin. You don't want to turn out of that shit. You go to these so-called churches, these harlot houses, where you sing and dance and twerk and things like that. You're not going to get saved in there, man. But the Lord already chose who he wants to save. And it's definitely not you fucking people, man. Lord willing, this brothers that's doing this thing out in the highways and byways are the true servants of Yahweh Shah. But it was also prophesied that we will go out and teach this word. And that's what we're doing. We're out and we're teaching this word unto who, man? The elect of Israel. It says, "Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Why? Because you're going to be fucked up out here, man. You're going to be going through famines. You're going to be trying to get food for your families. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be trying to get away from the so-called white man when he's trying to lock you up and put you in a concentration camp. Man, there's about to be hell on earth, and it's already hell on earth. Look at all the things that's going down in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? If you watching the times diligently in itself, it says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and two swords in their hands." Hey, you people gonna be fighting with your damn guns, man. You gonna be out here trying to shoot somebody. And I laugh because it's beautiful, man, because the scriptures are explaining how everything is gonna happen. This is what prophecy is. Prophecy, what do prophecy mean? To say before. So we're saying these things before they happen. But you people ain't listening. Why? Because the Most High have closed your ears from hearing this truth. It says, For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, right? Your presidents and your governments and your spokesmen on the media. It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Because Esau going to be closing these he's going to be closing these cities off. That's why you see a lot of training drills, man. You know, I believe it was about 2 weeks ago. You had Bell Boeing V-22s in the air, and if you look up Bell Boeing V-22s, what they do is they drop off military trucks. You know, so they're practicing to drop military trucks off in the streets out here, man. Cause you people gonna go nuts when the lights are out. You know what I'm saying? When you can't get in the internet, when you can't get your food, you people gonna go nuts out here, man. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, right, the so-called white man, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? You're gonna be afraid. You know, you got a lot of these dudes out here all built up, buff. A lot of them gonna be travailing like a woman with child. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. So this is the hell that's coming, man. The hell that's coming, the condition, the thermonuclear missiles, the RFID chip, which is already here. And it's gonna be mandatory for you people, and pretty soon Esau is gonna force it upon you people. You know, jump down real quick to 24. It says, "Woe, which is destruction to them that sin and keep not my commandments," saith the Lord. So he's telling you, man, destruction unto you that keepeth not my commandments. And you people ain't willing to keep the commandments of Yahweh Shai. You willing to dress like whores, look like whores, act like whores. Niggas rather commit adultery, wear dreadlocks, you know what I'm saying? Be straight niggas. That's why 2/3 of our people gonna get put to death, man. You know, real quick, I want to grab this. Is 2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Right? You can't take a regular crossbow, shoot it, and then make it to another continent. No, it's talking about thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, continental Salakia, but ballistic missiles, which can be shot from one end of the earth into the other one. Hey, if you North Korea is building a submarine, another submarine that can fit nuclear missiles that can reach to America. But there's missiles and things like that have already been made, because the scriptures tell you in Revelations, the 9th chapter, for 200 million missiles shall shoot upon this place, man. Hey, overkill. You know? It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold the plagues, and we read the plague in Zechariah 14 and 12, which is you people straggling the fence and burnt with the missiles, man, are sit and shall not return again. And it tell you also what those plagues are, going back into 15 and 5 here. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So the sword, famine, death, and destruction is coming. And the sword represents what? Them thermonuclear missiles, man. And it says 16 and 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. There you go. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the world. Like as a arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this work in true sincerity. I like to say Mawafla Babel, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willing, this was edifying to you brothers out there that's doing this work in true sincerity. I like to say Shalom.